Hello, welcome to another episode of ItsLeighCoded. And y'all, we are on episode 5. I know I say this every episode, but it's like, damn, bitch, I really can't believe I stuck to it. So, I know I say this every time, but y'all, this time, I have my timer going. I promise I'm not going to be long. I'm not finna be chatty Cathy today. I got me timer. We finna be in here and then we finna be out. So, let me tell y'all what I want to talk about first. Because the tea was hot this week. But this tea that I'm finna talk about, Huda and Olandria. Let's just take a little pause real quick. Because we all seen the clip. I'm pretty sure if you messy like me, you done watch the clip, you done analyze the clip. So, if you don't know what happened, if you living under a rock, Huda and Olandria, they were stars on Love Island this past season. I'm sure everyone knows what Love Island is. So, Huda and Olandria, they have their differences. Huda was on live with her boyfriend. I don't know his name. She was on live and they got a prank call from what sounded like a child. It was obviously a child. And the child said Olandria is a hard ER. Their first reaction was to laugh. I mean, a belching laugh. The laugh came from the stomach. And mind you, they were on live. Your reaction, we see it. So, of course, they tried to go back and say, oh, Huda said she didn't know what the caller said. Because in the video, you can hear her saying, oh, my God, what did he say? He said a bad word. And then her boyfriend said, mind you, her boyfriend's like half black. Her boyfriend said, the only thing I heard was Alandria's name. I did not know he said the hard ER. Question. Y'all both saying y'all only heard Alandria's name. Y'all didn't hear the slur. What was so funny about Alandria's name? Why did you immediately start laughing when you heard Alandria's name? I'm confused. So, Huda just, oh, Summer. Huda just, she spelled out and said, I didn't hear him say the word. That's why you can hear me saying, oh, what did he say? What did he say? That's why and she said she laughed nervously. Yeah, this is a nervous laugh. Yeah. Baby, the laugh came from the stomach. It was nothing nervous about that laugh. We, as a viewers, we heard what that caller said clear as day. If we could hear it and we're on the other side of the phone, y'all had the phone right up to y'all ear. I know y'all heard what that caller said. And your first reaction was to laugh. And her boyfriend knew what he said, and you still laughed. You're a half black man and you still laughed. Is that not weird? Do y'all not see the correlation that I'm getting at? I don't know. And then so with everything going on, and it sucks because Alandria, she really can't get in their ass how she needed to, because she has to save face for the public, because my girl is on brand deals. She's booked and busy on the cover of magazines. She has to keep her brand up. She just can't go online cussing out Huda. She can't do that. So instead, she posted like a lengthy post on her Instagram story. I'm not going to read the post, but basically the post was saying, if you really stand against racism, donate to these charities. And she just posted like a lot of links for non-profit organizations, and Nick posted the same thing as well. And so Huda was like, yeah, I'm gonna donate, and she posted some more links, and it's like, girl, kiss my ass. And there's black women in the comments defending her, and I'm so perplexed by that. What do you have to defend? There's literally no getting out of that situation, babes. You were on live. We seen the footage. So everybody, the Love Island cast, all of them had something to say. Everyone posted on their Instagram stories like detailing, oh no, we don't condone racism. I know Hannah posted, fuck, what is that? Jeremiah, was it? I don't know if it was Jeremiah or the other one. Shelly posted, of course. And I think Pepe posted too. And what is the other girl named Iris? Iris may have posted, I'm not sure. But most of them posted saying we don't stand in agreements with racism. And Huda, she was dropped from Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty made a post along the lines like, "We don't think this is her character, but we still gonna drop her anyway." That's basically what it said. They made a long little post too. So I'm wondering, is she gonna lose that Gymshark deal? Y'all know Huda's with Gymshark. Mm. I don't know, but I just feel like Olandria gets a lot of hate anyway for being Olandria, because y'all know she posted that challenge, the sunglass challenge, putting glasses over her waist. Now, baby, Olandria waist is T. She literally has no waist. I've never seen a girl that has no waist. Everybody was up in arms talking about, oh, y'all are body checking, y'all are doing this. And my thing is, it's never body positively, or however the word is. It's never that when it comes to skinny girls. Skinny girls can't never just show off their body without plumper women feeling some type of way. I'm gonna say it because everybody in the comments like, this body is not attainable, it's not realistic. How is the body not realistic when it's on a real person? Olandria is real. She has had no surgeries, no anything. She's natural. So how is that body? It's attainable for her because that's her genes, that's her genetics. Why shame her for that? Why can't she show off her body T? Because it's always bigger girls when they post themselves. Y'all hype them up. Y'all tell them body T, and yes, body is T. But why can't we do the same for skinny women? They deserve the same love too. If they want to go on the internet and say, yeah, real T, real petite, they should be able to say that. Because I'm going on the internet and say, yeah, real thick bitch. Yeah. So I just don't understand why it don't go both ways. And I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's a little bit of jealousy. Some of y'all are literally jealous of Olandria. That's just what it is. She's beautiful. She has literally the perfect body. Y'all the same ones on the internet saying, oh, Victorian models, they should their body should not be what is the fucking word? Their body should not be attainable. It should be something we should all dream towards, blah blah blah. They should be like fucking basically, what is the shit? I don't know what it's called, but it's like, imagine this some shit you'll put on your wall. Like, you don't want to see a Victoria's Secret model just passing through Walmart. You want them bitches to be like exotic, like this. That's basically what Olandria is. She's beautiful. Her body is something we've hardly seen before. She's a skinny girl embracing her skinny body. Why was that a problem? Y'all made her delete that video for what? It was no body checking involved. And if you feel like it was a body checking, take your ass to the gym. Push away from the table. But it was none of that. She literally was just showing off her body, which she has the right to do. She's beautiful. Her body is beautiful. I don't know. Jealousy. But we're going to move on from that situation. I love Olandria. I am Olandria stan. Love my black girls. Huda. Girl. And I used to like Huda. At the beginning of the season, I really liked Huda. I wanted to like Huda so bad. But your demeanor, your personality, the way you carry yourself, it fucking sucks. It sucks, babes. Oh, her boyfriend name is Louis. I just remember. Any fucking ways. So, y'all remember we talked about Drake. I don't know if that was the second or third episode. I told y'all he appealed. He appealed the fucking decision. They still finna go back to court. He's just not letting that shit go. We're not even gonna talk about that, y'all. So, okay. Now, this is something else. So, I guess we're just talking about women's bodies today. Because this kind of goes back into the first segment we were talking about. People have been discussing Rihanna's body, asking, oh, is Rihanna pregnant? Is she pregnant? The picture she posted with her baby girl, Rocky, it was such a beautiful picture. Her belly, was not flat. It was protruding. It kind of gave you like the pregnant woman's belly. But what I think people are missing is, what is today? Today is November 4th. Rihanna gave birth on September 13th. I know because that's my birthday too. Period. Me and Rocky Virgos. That's how I know. She gave birth on September 13th. We as people, y'all are asking her if she's pregnant again. Now, her belly, it will give you the sense if this was even remotely true, and it's not. If you look at her belly, you would assume maybe 4 or 5 months pregnant, because it was just like sticking out like the pregnant perfect belly. She just had birth 1 month ago. How in the fuck would she be that far along in her pregnancy? Why are we as people that fucking dense that we literally thought she was pregnant? No, she literally just had a baby. Y'all are so used to the snapback culture and girl gotta get fine right after I had this baby. Rihanna is a fucking billionaire. Do you think she's worried about that shit? And I love that she's not, because she posted with her belly out and the picture was so pretty. And the first thing y'all done man say, oh my god, are you pregnant again? Women with kids are saying this. Y'all should know how it is. Who gives a fuck about snapping back, bitch? I'm rich as fuck. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, what you see is what you see. Period. I'm ready to get to that level. I don't give a fuck how I look. Bitch, I got $1 billion. That's basically what I feel like it was. And women asking, is she pregnant? That is so insensitive. How do y'all get on the internet under a woman's picture and ask, are you pregnant? That is mean as fuck. Y'all are mean as hell. I don't understand that. It's like common courtesy. You don't ask no shit like that. Y'all wasn't taught to never ask a woman if she's pregnant. Y'all wasn't taught that. So for y'all to get on the internet and comment under so many women's posts when they just gain a little like, oh my god, are you pregnant? I'm gonna start asking you bitches that when I see y'all in public. Oh my god, girl, how far along are you? Cause y'all just weird as fuck. Everybody want to be a girl's girl. Y'all bitches are not girls. And I don't even know why y'all push that narrative so bad. It's okay to not be a girl's girl. That's just not you. You do not have to be a girl's girl. I don't know. Y'all be pissing me off sometimes. So in another, keeping with Rihanna and Rocky, and I loved how she named her baby Rocky. I feel like that is just so cute. That is so cute. Named after her daddy. That's cute. But ASAP Rocky, he was in an interview and he refers to himself as husband. Now, I was just telling my best friend this. I was like, I would not be surprised if Rihanna and ASAP been married. Because y'all know how y'all love to say, oh my god, y'all got all these kids but no ring. And I was saying, I feel like with celebrities, marriage is different. It's different from like the common person getting married. Rihanna is a billionaire. I feel like she has so much more to think about when she enters a marriage, because we know marriage is a business at the end of the day. Yes, y'all love each other, but it's still a business. You see so many bad divorces. Mary J. Blige, she got to pay her ex-husband this amount of money. Like, it's just so much that will come with being married, and God forbid a divorce happens. I'm not saying that, but in the case that it does, it's just so much shit to think about when you are a person of that magnitude. So I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't married. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't get married. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they've been married for damn near 4 months and they just haven't told nobody. I don't know. I can see both sides of the coin. But child, y'all know if they is married, bitch, she ain't finna tell us. Rihanna don't tell us a damn thing. She don't tell us when the album coming out. She barely tell us when she pregnant. She just living her life, and I love that for her. Now, like I told y'all, we ain't gonna be long this episode. That's all the topics I wanted to talk about today. We are not going to discuss a topic. I am going to save my topic that I want to talk about for next week, because I am going to poll y'all and I want y'all to answer in the poll. So this is a question. We're going to discuss it next week. Do you believe in soul ties? Do you believe in soul ties? I have so much to say about this little situation, but we're going to talk about it next week. Just ponder that question and answer me in the comments. So let's get to the breakdown of Reasonable Doubt episode 5 and 6. Now, these episodes was juicy, honey. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna just review them together because I can't remember like what happened in each episode. I told y'all that fucking Monica. That damn Monica. I told y'all. She's a pedophile. She's an abuser. She's sick in the fucking head. How I don't know how old she was when Ozzy was 13, but I know the bitch was grown. How was you attracted to this young ass boy? And she trying to play it along the lines like, I had to protect him. Bitch, you should have been protecting him from you. You the only one that was out to get him. And I don't see how the parents did not see it. That's why I say the parents have to be involved in some shit or turning a blind eye to the shit because of the money. Because as a child, how you don't see what's going on in your 13-year-old's life? I'm not understanding that. And this was a time where like social media wasn't how it was now. So I don't care. It was no fucking excuse. Them parents got something to do with it. And that sister, I told y'all about that fucking sister. What the sister and Alex got going on? So, Alex is the person that Ozzy was with the night Wendy had died. And he was supposed to be Ozzy's alibi. But he basically said, babes, you can kiss my ass. And he was going to a publisher to get like the truth untold, but he backed out of that. So, Alex got on stand and Jax handed him his ass. Like, that was their best witness. Baby Jackson mopped the floor with him. She basically was getting the lines. I don't know why I can't talk today. I'm not sure. She was basically saying along the lines, bitch, gotta break it down for myself. It was a video of the toll pass like Alice going through, but you couldn't see Ozzy in the car. So she was saying, how do we know Ozzy was in the car? You the only person that can say Ozzy was in the car. How do we know you telling the truth? Basically some shit like that. Cash Doll got onto the stand. Jax made it seem like Cash Doll, well, her name ain't Cash Doll, but that's what we're gonna call her. Cash Doll, you had something to gain from Wendy's self because a couple days after you reported Wendy went missing, you emailed this, I don't know if it was a publisher or something, you emailed them saying, I'm going to be taking over now. So you had something to gain from Wendy's self. How do we know you ain't killer? And the icing on the motherfucking cake. So Monica thought Jax was trying to like help Ozzy. They were both trying to be on the same team. Baby, when I say Jax lit that motherfucking courtroom up with Monica ass, baby, Monica, you know, she crying. She all this. Jax exposed Monica for being the pedophile bitch she was. And the parents in the audience looking not surprised. Y'all ain't fucking surprised. I feel like y'all been new. I don't know. I'm ready to see what the parents. Y'all, it's something about no fucking parents. But Monica, she gets mad. She storms out the courtroom. And Ozzy basically said, you pedophile, weird ass bitch. Stay the fuck away from me. He ain't say that, but that's what I took from him. So that situation is over. But I think it was the episode. It was 5. At the end, you can see Monica burning this shirt that supposedly has Wendy's blood on it. And she was on the phone with Ozzy. And he was like, yo, what you doing? And she like, I'm trying to protect you. And she burning the shirt. So she think Ozzy killed him. But I do not think Ozzy killed Wendy. Because people are even been like, what if he killed her when he was like passed out, like in a drunken stage, a high stage? Y'all, in my heart, I do not feel like Ozzy killed Wendy. Ozzy is a crazy motherfucker. He's psychotic. He need help. He is mental. He need to be in an institution. He did not kill her. I seriously think it is that fucking sister. And I'm going to be so blown if it's not the sister. So, the sister and Alex, I feel like the sister and Alex messed around. Because why is he blowing your phone down? Ooh. I don't know if that was in episode 7. So, I can't even say nothing about what I was going to say. So, I'm glad I stopped myself. But that sister and Alex, they definitely used to do some little fucking going around. Daniel peeped that Alex keep calling her motherfucking phone like. So Daniel like, hey, who is that keep calling your phone? So of course y'all know Daniel into the spy software shit. He tap into the phone, get Alex's address, blase blase. in that episode 7, something happens to Alex, and you gonna see Kristen on the phone like, it's done. What's done, sister? What's going on? I think Kristen killed Wendy. I'm like 75% sure because Kristen is the type of crazy that you don't know she's crazy. Like you would she looks like a normal person. She acts like a normal person. She can have a conversation with you as a normal person. But when that flip switches, she's a fucking demon. That's how I look at Kristen. Like she the worst type of crazy because you will never know she crazy. With Ozzy, you can see clear as that nigga is mental. You can see it. But her, bitch, you gotta put a magnifying glass to her ass to just see if you can see a speck of crazy. That's the worst kind, honey. I'm praying for Daniel because it seems like he really likes her, but it also seemed like he, on the fence about her. So let's get to Eddie. That's Jack's daddy. I need to know what Eddie is hiding because y'all know Lewis had Daniel put like a little tracker on him. What's his name? Lewis was following Eddie around trying to see what's going on. So it turns out that Jack's mama has cancer. And I also like in these episodes we got to see a little bit more about that situation. Jack's growing up and Eddie being a crackhead. That shit was literally it tugged at my heartstrings because that drug is so powerful that you was doing that shit around your daughter all willy nilly. Like, you know how some parents they'll try to hide the shit. He wasn't hiding it. He was literally doing that shit in front of Jax. Jax showing her friends at school how to do it. Like, I don't know. And I always say it is so hard when you like Jack's mama, she loved this person and they just changed on her in the blink of a fucking eye. So you really just gotta adapt to the cards that you've been dealt with. That shit is hard. I don't know. Well, I really love that they showed that side of Jax growing up. So, Mama, I'm gonna say Mama Jax. Mama Jax, she has cancer. I want to say it was it colon cancer. I think it was colon cancer. I think it's like stage 2 going to stage 3. She had surgery. I think she's predicted to be okay. But that's why Eddie was around so much because Mama Jax told him that she has cancer, and she made him like if something was to happen, he's like the person that takes care of her or something. So that's that. But when they told Jax, she was like, I feel like y'all still hiding something. And they are. So Lewis knows what the real reason is, but he has not told Jax because he was like, "You got so and so amount of time to tell her." Oh, I'm telling her. I think he back on. I think he back on drugs. Either he back on drugs, or he got into some trouble and he needs some money. That's the only two things it could be. Or is it another person involved? Do he have some more kids? I don't know. But y'all gonna see his sponsor was like, you need to tell Jax what's really going on. He was like, I'm just not ready to break her heart yet. So we don't know if he's talking about the thing that happened with Lewis or the thing that's going on with Jack's mama. We don't know. Well, y'all don't know. I know. If y'all ain't watched the next episode. Okay. That was that. Billy, and what is her damn name? What is her fucking name? Billy and Sally. So if y'all don't know, Sally is the girl that put her house up for Chantel last season and basically ruined her marriage. I don't did no shit like that, sister, but she did it and it ruined her marriage. So they was all at dinner and she was telling them, like, oh, we're trying to get back together. We're trying to do this. But it seemed like her husband just using her like as a quick fuck, like, yeah, I need to get my nut off type shit. So Jack was trying to tell her, like, are you sure you want to do this? But they kind of had exchanged words, got into it. Because Jack was basically telling her the truth, but telling her in a harsh way. So she wasn't trying to hear that shit. So a couple days later, they went out to dinner again, Jax and Sally, and they basically just apologized to each other. And Sally was like, I think I want to get a divorce. So Billy came over and they started talking. But I can't remember if Jax told Sally or he told Billy, but she was basically like, hey, Don't take it there. He's married or she's married. Leave it alone. Sally did not listen. Sally got Billy's number out of Jack's phone and texted me and said, "Hey, it's Sally from the Valley. Fuck with me." Period. So you gonna see Sally and Billy, baby. They fucked down. They fucked down in that hotel room, baby. And mind you, Billy's wife had just told him she wanted a divorce too. So it's basically like, is they cheating? I don't know because Sally told her husband she wanted a divorce too, and her husband was all shocked. But it's like you've been throwing her to the side for the past couple months or year. Why you mad she want a divorce now? You weren't giving her nothing to work with. But then again, it's like I hate taking me inside. If my significant other did some shit that Sally did, I don't know. It would take me a little minute to get over it. But it's like if you get over it, ain't no keep bringing that shit up. Like y'all gonna have to work past it or not. So I feel like that's what it was. Sally just tired of this shit. Like nigga, fix it or break up with me. But you stringing me along, we not gonna keep doing that. So that's all the tea that happened in a nutshell. 5 and 6 was good as hell, but episode 7 is even fucking better. And I have not watched episode 8 yet. I'm trying to wait. I really might wait until Sunday to watch it with y'all. I don't know. Episode 7 was super good. We are a little bit closer to finding out who killed Wendy. I want to say we have 2 more episodes left to drop. And we're going to know who killed Wendy. Oh my God, I wish we could have like a watch party or some shit. But that is going to be it for today's episode. And remember, y'all got homework. I need to know, do you believe in soul ties? Because next week, we is getting into it. Because, oh, baby, the shit I have to say about these soul ties and bullshit. But that is it. I'm going to see y'all next week. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See y'all later.